Yo, this is Dova Blackhat Gaming. I do RPG games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout and many more. Subscribe to see more and enjoy the video.
Parenth is one of our newer acolytes. I'm certain you can learn much from each other. Excellent work, child. With her death, we delay an attack by the officials of Skyrim. Now, get yourself some rest. I have arranged a bed for you in the dormitory. Be sure to introduce yourself to your new brothers and sisters. There is one in particular who is looking forward to meeting you. What was her name? Marith, from what I can remember. She must have heard about your various exploits across Tamriel. Now, take this for a job well done.
Greetings, fellow acolyte. I could use your assistance if you would care to follow me.
Perhaps if I can disconnect the part from a living being.
Watch out for the skeleton. Follow me, fellow acolyte. How are you finding things here? It's great to be around such power, isn't it? Well, this isn't creepy at all. And you! As if I wouldn't have your back when all this goes horribly wrong. Have they let you in on your plans yet? What? That's not good. The first vampire was a Nedic woman named LeMay Ball. And she was an evil woman indeed. We have to get this information back to Alara. What do you say we take care of our new friends here? Well, you let me know if you change your mind. Let's split up for now, or they'll get suspicious. I'll be in the main hall.
I used to be an adventurer, but then I took an arrow to my heart. You're a great
Greetings,
shot.
acolyte.
Well, aren't we the eager one? I need someone I can trust to deliver a letter to my good friend Fire. There will be a member of the Malevolent waiting in Winterhold for you to arrive. Give them the sealed letter. Please do not open it. The contents are private. Travel safe, my child. Fire is the leader of the Malevolent, the largest of the necromancer groups within the Alliance. She is a bold and powerful leader. If you meet her, be respectful. But don't be afraid to show your desire to progress within the Alliance. I wish you well, acolyte.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Excellent. My mistress will be quite pleased. Now I can get out of this freezing, pathetic excuse for a city. Molag Bal preserve you, Dark Dawn Acolyte.
Winterhold must have been beautiful back in its day. I wish I'd been around to see it.
I can only assume you're joking. You must have at least heard of fear. Every necromancer on this half of the world has heard about her deeds. Fear is darkness personified. A woman so callous and cruel that she makes the Wolf Queen appear tame. She is powerful, vicious, and savage. She is an inspiration. Yes, allow me to bullet point each stage of the plan. I'm sure that it's essential that a lowly-ranking member of the Dark Dawn know every detail. That's the problem with you Dark Dawn debacles. You don't know your place. You don't seem like the ambitious type, but I will give you an insight. You wish to impress Fia. Look to Molag Bal's history, particularly his Children of Cold
If
Harbor.
only we had some way to decipher
I
the
hope
runes
you
on
catch
that
my
lexicon.
meaning, Acolyte.
The secrets of the Elder Scrolls
I
would
will
be
say
ours
no
to read
more.
without fear. Perhaps one day.
Upon the shore.
Parenth is one of our newer acolytes. I'm certain you can learn much from each other. I had high hopes for you, acolyte, but I have received word from my contacts that you have not been true to your word. It seems a certain Markarth court member is residing in Dawnstar. You are such a disappointment. I will give you 10 seconds to vacate this sanctuary, or we will destroy you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now my patience has run thin. You have left when you had the chance, fool. You should not have come back. I will.
You're in. Here.
Incinerate or fry. Pathetic.
These are some good opponents. Keep your guard up.
Pathetic.
Good night.
Point to us.
Things proceeding well, friend? I've got your back. Keep your voice down! Are you sure you're ready to burn our bridges? Here we go, then. You should get back to Alara unless you need to search for more information. I'll stay here and make sure no others show up.
I'm glad we're together.
Got up the nerve to attack the sanctum. We got most of them, but you should head inside. Speak to Alara. I'm sure she could use some good news. Myself, Una, and Garin will stay here and keep a lookout.
I think it's time.
Rocks and valleys.
It's not
I
as
could
bad
really
as it
use some
looks.
good news, champion. Necromancers. They attacked us. They killed Carice. This is all my fault. I promised I'd protect her. I'm sworn to protect them all.
What happened here? Karis. No.
They have gone too far. These robes, I recognize them. They're worn by members of the Malevolent. Still, despite one of her acolytes dying in her service, Meridia still hasn't offered any advice, any counsel. Did you find out what they're planning? I have no doubt that if they're openly attacking us here, their plans are devastating. Well, by the gods, the first vampire. Champion, this is a sad time, but I appreciate everything you're doing for us. I'm sure you went to great lengths to secure this information. Truthfully, I'm not sure where to start right now. but I'm certain we must give Carice a proper funeral. Please, leave me for the moment.
Karis! I don't know what to say. She didn't deserve this. Thank you, but it's Alara I feel for. She was like a daughter to her. Gods, this must be horrible for her. To relive an experience like this? Alara lost her real daughter a long time ago. This must bring up such terrible memories. How could Meridia have allowed this to happen? I suppose you're right. After all, how much influence can the Daedra really have on our world? Excuse me, my friend. I think I need to spend some time alone.
Champion, when you have the time, I wish to speak with you about a matter of high importance.
Alara.
Please,
I'm
champion.
sorry.
I must focus.
Now is not the time for talk, dear. Would you like to come and sit with me?
Yes, I would.
I'm glad we're here together, if you know what I mean.
We must speak, champion. Yes. I must be transparent with you. The safety of this order is my priority over all else. The work we do here is secondary. Important, but secondary. Our safety must come first. Do you agree, champion? I'm glad you agree. After all, there will be no one left to continue our work should we perish. I must ask for your assistance. The malevolent know where we are, and so we are all in danger. It is time we relocate to form another sanctum. Many years ago in my youth, when I was training as a priest of Kinnereth, the other acolytes and I stumbled across an old fort, completely deserted. It is well secluded in the far end of the rift, and being on the other side of Skyrim would be most unexpected by these necromancers. If you could travel to this fort and ensure it is safe, I will make the case to High Priestess Alara that moving there is the safest option. Now, hasten to Fort Justice, champion. Our very lives may depend on it. Some old bones, maybe. I've always known it to be empty. The most you should expect to do is clear some skeevers nesting there. Not exactly, no. While it's true I certainly trained to be, I never made it to full priesthood. Myself and my fellow acolytes were quite competitive, particularly Ulvin, a fellow Dunmer, consistently making a fool of me in front of our master. Perhaps it would be fair to say it was a little more than friendly competition. I should have known better than to participate. One day I told him to prove his bravery by delving into a haunted cave. He never came out. Skeletons destroyed him and it was my fault. I swore to him that I would make amends for my actions. And so, here I am, in service to Meridia. Our mission is, and always will be, to destroy those who prey on mortals, and the dark machinations created by the evil of this realm.
I know you're always looking out for me, but don't worry. I'll watch your back too.
What can I do for you?
With Beltef. The rift is a dangerous place. Perhaps you could use some accompaniment.
I'd argue that Velkath has understated your mission, champion. I agree with Larison. You would benefit from having a companion. I could do with stretching my legs. I dare say the Sanctum does not require both of us to defend it, particularly now Marith has returned.
Likewise. I admit I feel somewhat helpless standing here when action should be taken to secure the Order. Both myself and Garen stand ready. Should you require one of us, champion, the other will remain here to defend the Sanctum.
Shall I accompany you, champion?
I am at your command, champion. Champion, it would be my pleasure. Let us purge for justice of any adversity to Meridia's order.
There once was a hero named
To make a
Ragnar
difference,
the Red, who
Skyrim has a
riding
long
to
and
Whiterun
troubled
from
history.
Aurora
The Order
raised
allows me to be
red.
part of the solution. Though back then, there wasn't much of an order at all. Meridia certainly wasn't interested in affiliating with us. No, that came later, with the arrival of Alara. I have always said her ascendance to High Priestess was the greatest thing that could have happened. Yes, it must sound strange. At the time we had nothing but our faith. Although we did not have direct contact, we always knew what Our Lady desired. Meridia entered Alara's dreams and guided her to the Sanctum. It was validation for all our hard work. It was perfect timing, too. Our High Priest at the time was getting ready to retire in his old age. Of course, being impaled with an ice spear by a necromancer with a grudge to remedy will put a stop to such plans. That was around 25 winters ago now. Alara has led us honorably ever since. Goodness, no. I began my journey as an acolyte, like everyone else. You are the only one who is an exception to that rule. Acolyte to initiate, to paladin, to arch-paladin. Such is the way of our hierarchy. Though it is not set in stone, Alara rose to her role as High Priestess shortly after becoming an initiate. Being Meridia's favorite tends to have such an effect. My parents were devout to Meridia. It is all I have known for as long as I can remember. I was barely of age when they offered me to Meridia's service. They sent me to the High Priest as a gift to Our Lady. And I never saw them again. As you wish. Keep yourself safe.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the Divines. Nirn truly is beautiful. Miles better. Cold Harbor, that's for sure. With more flattery, I see.
Welcome. We haven't yet had the pleasure. I am Fire, Dark Master of the Malevolent. You have hindered me, Champion of Meridia. Your infiltration of the Dark Dawn was impressive. Idiotic, but impressive. However, I should be thanking you. If Rishi is stupid enough to allow an infiltrator into his midst, then his destruction was warranted. Congratulations on besting a master of vampiric necromancy. Very impressive indeed. I assure you, within the Malevolent there is no mercy. As such, you will find none from me. I can't very well allow you and your friends at the Order to run rampant and ruin all this hard work. When we raise Lamé, none shall stand to oppose us. Least of all you and your pitiful Order. Years of my life were spent watching petulant nobles trampling over those who did their dirty work, too pompous to sully their own hands with our filth. Well, now I hold the power. They will suffer for their ignorance, and so will you. I hope we do not cross paths.
I think I heard something.
Oh, it's on. Best, huh?
It's all over.
That's the best you can do.
Do you honestly think you stand a chance?
I'll see you burn! Like the bite
Back down. Glad that's all.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Die, vampire! Wasn't expecting that, were you?
You're pathetic.
This is the end.
Still find mercy.
You think you stand a chance?
Force Roda!
Give him hell. Enough! Yeah, teamwork right there.
Who's there? Here we go.
Oh, it's on. You think you stand a chance? Stay away from him.
This does not bode well. This is a far larger threat than we have faced in some time. I have encountered the malevolent before, but not on an organized level such as this. I did not realize their numbers had grown in this degree. However, this Fire character, she is new to me. What do you make of her? I suppose I should have guessed that, though from the sound of things, she has a real distaste for our order. Worse still, she has an army at her disposal. We should not underestimate her, or the malevolent. Come, we should return to the sanctum. Walk in Meridia's light.
Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon. See you all on the next video. Enjoy life. And stay.
Walk with the All-Maker.